prisoner will rise and face the court. Gustave Le Guin, for the crime of treason against the Republic of France, is hereby sentenced to banishment and forced labor in the penal colonies for the rest of his natural life. The prisoner will be removed immediately to the port of embarkation.
Tonight, Le Guin. Your last few francs should be more interesting.
Tickets, please. Keep quiet. Get over there. Stop the train. Fasten to the door. I must see Dr. Gaudet at once.
This way, please.
Dr. Gaudet,
Yes?
your friend, Gustave Le Guin, is shot, wounded.
Wounded? How?
Trying to escape.
He shouldn't have done it.
You appeared for him in court. He must have medical aid at once.
Of course, of course.
I thought we could trust you.
I'll get my bag.
Stay here. Keep your eyes open, all right?
Have to move him under the light and raise him up. Let's have that arrange.
They're in the cellar under here. The entrance is around the corner. Louis and you two go through the cafe.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you follow me.
Quick. Come on, Doctor. We can get out by the tunnel.
I can't leave him now.
Hurry, Debriac.
Open up here. Open up. All right, break it in.
Le Guin, all right. Where are the others?
I don't know.
All right, take him out.
Now, this man can't be moved.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Charles Gaudet.
Charles Gaudet? You're under arrest.
Charles Gaudet is hereby accused of aiding and abetting a convicted felon, namely one Gustave Le Guin, in an attempt to escape from lawful custody, of having given succor to the said convicted felon and traitor to the Republic through performing medical service, for which felonious actions he is charged with the crime of treason.
You swear to speak without fear and without hatred, to tell all the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Your profession?
I'm a doctor of medicine, a brain surgeon.
What question does the prosecutor wish to put to the accused?
I will ask the accused if he denies his friendship with Gustave Le Guin.
You've heard the question. You may answer.
Why, I've known Gustave Le Guin for years. He was a patient of mine.
Isn't it true that Dr. Gaudet said in his very courtroom, at the time that his friend, this notorious traitor, was convicted, "Don't give up hope, Gustave. I'll find a way to help you."
Yes, but I was only referring to a petition for his release. He should never have been convicted.
The prisoner will not criticize the decisions of the court.
He has a reason for saying that, Monsieur le Président. Le Guin was mentally irresponsible. Dr. Gaudet had been treating him for years.
He had an inflammatory condition of the brain which caused a great many obsessions. I testified to that effect at his trial.
Does the accused deny he was giving aid to a convicted traitor in company with other members of the same ring when arrested?
But I'm a physician. It's my duty to give aid to anyone who needs it.
Even a traitor?
Even a traitor.
The prosecutor is trying to force the accused to admit he's guilty. Dr. Gaudet was practicing his profession, but that doesn't mean he was trying to help Le Guin escape.
Then why didn't he call the police and turn Le Guin over to them?
There was no time.
It takes only a minute to telephone the police.
I am not a detective. I am a doctor.
But why, with Paris full of physicians, did these traitors single out Dr. Charles Gaudet for this deed of mercy?
I will not allow my client to answer that question.
Then I'll answer it. Because Charles Gaudet was a member of this ring of traitors. Because he plotted with others to effect Le Guin's escape and hurried to him when he was wounded, hoping to keep his friend in hiding till he was well enough to get away.
Silence! That's not true. Why don't you bring Le Guin here? He can tell you I knew nothing of the escape.
Yes, Monsieur le Président, I demand the presence of Le Guin in this courtroom. He'll prove Dr. Gaudet is innocent.
Your demand cannot be granted, monsieur. Gustave Le Guin died this morning. Gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Monsieur le Président. On my honor and my conscience before God and before men, the declaration is the accused is guilty.
I am innocent. I've never committed any traitorous acts against my country. You're condemning me for doing my duty, a sworn obligation of every doctor to relieve suffering, save human lives.
These remarks are out of place, Monsieur le Président. The jury has passed on his guilt.
My compliments, monsieur. You should be decorated for this.
The prisoner will remain silent.
You represent justice, Monsieur le Président. But you and your jurors, swayed by that mob out there, commit this great injustice.
That's enough.
You've violated your oath to deal out justice impartially. I call that treason.
Enough, enough!
Charles Lamont.
The prisoner will face the court. Charles Gaudet is hereby sentenced to banishment and forced labor in the penal colonies at Devil's Island for a period of 10 years.
Barracks A. Barracks C. Blockhouse 7, Barracks G.
You seem never to understand, Helene, that these men are criminals. They're sent here to be punished.
I know, but you actually seem to enjoy asserting your authority over them.
The more I assert my authority now, the less trouble I'll have later.
The carriage is ready, madame.
Enjoy your ride, Petite.
I will, Papa.
Give me a kiss. Off you go. Drive carefully.
Yes, Colonel.
Well, Edouard, how are you?
Excellent. Never better.
Had a good trip?
Not bad, Amo. Not bad at all. Good weather all the way. How have you been?
Oh, I've been very well. Have a cigar, will you?
Thanks. Well, my passengers are all ashore. By the way, one of them is quite famous. The surgeon, Dr. Charles Gaudet.
Yes, I know about Gaudet. You're going to the mainland, I suppose?
Yes, about ready to shove off.
Here are my reports for Governor Beaufort. Sure, I'll give His Excellency my very kind regards.
Has the governor been over to see you lately?
Oh, yes. Of course, I've plenty of notice. He was very favorably impressed by conditions on the island. Put this in my private account through the usual channel.
I'll take care of it. Well, goodbye, Colonel.
Goodbye, Captain.
All new prisoners out. Inspection by the colonel.
I know what most of you men are thinking about. How to escape. Well, here on this island, you'll have a certain amount of liberty. You may try to escape. But I warn you, we have two strong guardians. On this side, there's the Atlantic Ocean. And on this side, across the channel, there's the mainland. You might steal a boat. You might even reach the mainland. But there you'll find a guardian as strong as the ocean itself. The jungle. So you can take your choice. You can either try and swim back through an ocean full of sharks, or take your chance with the fever and the black ants in the jungle swamps. Incidentally, the penalty for attempted escape, if you live to incur it, is solitary confinement in the pits. Sergeant?
As your name is called, step forward. Pierre Leroux.
Pierre Leroux.
Pierre Leroux, number 46355. Occupation stonemason, 8 years.
Physical condition?
A fine specimen, Colonel.
Timber cutting.
Timber cutting.
Andre Garon.
Andre Garon, number 46356. Occupation tailor, from the same village as Leroux.
Condition?
Tubercular.
Advanced stage?
Well, I'd hardly say that, Colonel.
Very well, same assignment.
Timber cutting.
So you have a competitor, Doctor. Charles Gaudet.
A very clever man, Colonel. I know him by reputation. He could cause no end of trouble here if given the slightest opportunity.
I'll see that his opportunities are limited. I've already sent for him. Bring him in, Francois. Here's a letter telling me all about him. I'm going to explain things to him myself, so there'll be no misunderstanding. You examined him?
Not yet, Colonel.
Do it here. Well, Gaudet, I've been expecting you. I've been warned that you're a troublemaker. I hope you'll have sense enough to realize that you've no professional standing here. You're just one of 3,500 convicts, a convicted traitor, and you'll be treated as such.
My only crime was trying to save a life. If you call that treason...
Silence!
Convicts speak to me when I order them to.
Even a convict has...
Silence!
Examine him.
Perfectly fit, Colonel.
Same assignment for this man. Hard labor.
Charles Gaudet, number 46357, timber cutting.
Perhaps you'll lose some of that mutinous spirit when you get an axe and a saw in those soft hands.
What's that?
Time to go to work. But it's still dark. You could see good enough to chop down a tree.
Watch those leg arms.
Give us a full cup of coffee, will you?
How did you get a soft job like that?
When they asked my profession, they thought I said cook.
Come on, hurry up. Everybody out. Bring your leg irons with you.
One, two, three. Hurry up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Doctor, can't I report sick tonight? My lungs...
There's nothing wrong with you. You're just lazy. Move on.
14.
Dr. Duval,
15.
if you don't hospitalize that man, he's going to die.
When I want your advice, I'll ask for it. Move on.
You don't try to help men here, you kill them.
Sergeant.
Move on.
16. 17.
You better eat something, Andre.
I was passing by the mailroom and I thought I'd save you delivery charges on that.
Thanks.
Here, look. It's from Macau. Dear Charles, after trying for months, I finally reached the Minister of Justice, only to find him deaf to all appeals. There is no hope now for him.
Everybody in your bunks. Watch those leg irons.
You'll soon be lying under the bamboos.
We'd all be better off dead. Get on this woman, you'll find yourself in the pit. Now get on with it. Heave it! Get on your feet. Pick up that shovel. Come on, get that head off. Come on, get that head off.
Colonel's wife and their brat.
Stand back there!
My darling. Oh.
Don't worry, madame. I'll get you back in the tool wagon.
Get back to work, you men. I keep 'em working.
Andre! Andre!
Get back there.
Time will come someday when I'll cook.
Stand back there. I'll shoot the first man who moves. Now line up, all of you. Edouard, take care of Jules. You'll all be guillotined for this. Now march.
I'm afraid it's serious, madame. The skull is fractured.
What can you do?
To remove the pressure, a decompression would be necessary.
You mean you're going to operate?
Such a delicate operation, I hesitate to try it.
Oh, but you must do something. You must.
Colonel, your daughter's in a very serious condition.
Dr. Duval's afraid to operate.
It requires a specialist, a brain surgeon.
Is there someone on the mainland?
There's only one man within 1,000 miles, a prisoner on this island. He could do it.
Gaudet? You think I'd call in a convict?
Do you think I'd suggest him if there were anyone else? But we haven't any time to lose, and he's the one man who can save your daughter's life.
Where is he?
In the blockhouse. He assaulted my guards. He's to be executed.
Executed? No, Armand, go to him. Bring him here. He must perform this operation.
I can't ask a favor of him. It's impossible.
Armand, it isn't a question of asking favors if he's the only one who can save her. Can't you understand? Are you so concerned with your own pride and official dignity that you could even hesitate at a time like this? It's for Colette, Armand. You've got to do it. You must.
We're outside.
Gaudet? I'm going to offer you a chance for your life.
Why?
I have a reason.
I can well believe that. Could it by any chance be your sense of generosity?
It's a matter of necessity. You think I'd deal with you for any other reason? My daughter has been seriously hurt.
Why come to me? You have Dr. Duval.
An operation is necessary. I need a man who knows the brain.
A specialist who can operate without making a slip. You good?
And if I can, you offer me my life?
Yes. If the child lives.
And the men with me?
That's impossible.
Then I refuse.
Sergeant? This man will go with me. Keep the others under arrest. Their lives will be spared. Understand?
Where can I wash?
Right back there.
I'll need your help, Doctor. Come with me.
Spare the child.
Can we trust him, Mama?
He'll do his best. His life depends on it.
I'll leave the anesthetic to you, Dr. Duval. And watch the pulse and respiration carefully. She's very young.
I understand my profession.
Then see that you keep a close check on the heart action. Get the child into the surgery at once. Stand back.
You fool! What are you doing?
I had to lower her head. The respiration stopped. Stand back.
Doctor, she will recover.
It's just a matter of rest and quiet now. I'm sure Dr. Duval can take care of that.
Doctor, you'll never know how grateful I am. If there's anything I can ever do to repay you.
Been repaid. With his life.
Good night, madame.
Good night, and thank you again. are they taking him?
The pits?
The pits? After he saved Colette's life?
I didn't promise him his freedom.
Oh, but surely you can make his life easier.
That man's a convicted criminal. Today led a revolt against my authority. He'll get exactly what he deserves.
Here's another. Colonel's orders.
Amy. Léon. George. So that's how the Colonel keeps his promise. What's that?
Don't you recognize the Song of the Doomed?
The Song of the... Pierre!
He's not here. The guard who was struck with a shovel died. Your friend is to be executed in the morning. Come on.
You can't go through with this. You promised all of them their lives.
The tribunal found LaRue guilty of murder.
Matters out of my hands.
Loving Father, whatsoever hath been corrupted in him through the frailty of human nature, or violated through the deceits of the devil, make him a true member of the church, and let him partake of the fruits of thy redemption. Have compassion, O Lord, on his tears, and admit him who has no hope in thee to the sacrament of thy reconciliation, through Christ our Lord. Amen. Cigarette, my son?
How did you get this job?
I'm a relative.
Did you see him, Daniel?
Yes, madame.
How is he?
Not good, madame. He'll be a crazy man before long unless he gets out of there.
Well, if there was only some way I could help him.
There is a way, madame. Money. For Lebel.
Lebel?
That's the word we convicts have for freedom.
Could he buy his way to freedom?
Money will buy anything on this island, madame. He'll buy a man's way to the coast and a boat, too, in which he might reach the mainland.
How could we get the money to him?
With more money, madame. The guards at the pits are changed every day, but all of them can be bribed. It'll take a little time, that's all.
What do you want?
I've got something for Dr. Gaudet. A little something to eat.
Nothing to eat comes in here except bread and water.
Won't you try a sandwich yourself, monsieur? They're very good.
No. Fifth one back.
I brought the money. It's in the napkin. When does the box wagon leave? Tomorrow. Good. Are you sure you can trust the supply clerk? For money? Yes. Now, don't forget, he's to have 10 casks filled and delivered at Tarpon Beach. Yes, Doctor. Then we've got to find a boatman who can make a little money smuggling. I'll make the attempt tomorrow evening when they change the guard. I hope you find Lebel, Doctor.
All right. You've been here long enough.
The box wagon will be waiting at 6.
Casks will be delivered before dark.
Government gasoline? Why not?
You're late. Couldn't help it. Sorry, Albert. How's the Star of Order?
Gaudet? He's been very quiet.
They all quiet down after a while.
Guard! Guard!
Stop that noise or you'll get a bucket of hot water on you.
I want some cigarettes.
Cigarettes? How are you going to pay for them?
With this.
It's different.
Oh, Rennie. The sergeant wants to see us in the guardhouse.
Well, fast. Gotta get beyond this.
The usual load, my friend. Wooden kimonos and customers who don't care how they fit.
Looks like you've got a lot of them.
This island isn't the healthiest place in the world, you know.
Go ahead.
Hello? Colonel Lucien speaking. What? An escape?
The only way they could have got out of the barracks yard is in the box wagon. They're heading up the beach road.
They won't get far. Tell the captain to send a detail of 6 men to post number 3. Hello. Post 3? Colonel Lucien speaking. 6 convicts are hiding in the box wagon. You ought to pass your station in the next 30 minutes. Take them out and hold them. There's a detail on its way to bring them back.
What happened, Armand?
6 convicts have escaped, headed by Gaudet.
Quick, I've got to have the carriage right away.
What are you talking about?
I got to warn Dr. Gaudet that there's a bunch of guards waiting to nab him at post number 3.
Well, what will I tell the colonel?
I don't care what you tell him. Tell him that I overpowered you. Tell him that I pushed you in there and I locked the door on you. Tell him anything. Get up.
Wait a minute there. Wait a minute. Where are you going?
I'm on my way to the point. Madame Lucien sent me to buy some fish.
That's fine. Then you can give us a lift to post number 3.
Oh, I don't think it's big enough to hold you all.
We'll stretch it. How's that, man? That's fine.
Messieurs, you'll have to wait until I shorten the trace.
That's all right. We're in no hurry.
Yeah. Dr. Gaudet! The guards. I just dumped a bunch of them. And the sentinels at post number 3 know you're in the wagon and they're waiting for you.
Well, we'll have to cut back through the swamp.
I'm coming with you.
Get that stuff on board, boys. Hurry. Quick, the guards. Good man. Anything?
Did you find them?
No.
Perhaps they reached the mainland.
They reached land at all. It was the bottom of the sea. You taken anything out of there?
Why, no.
Some papers are missing. Who else has been around here?
No one else. Except the convict who works here, Hawkins.
Hawkins. I trust you escaped with Gaudet. He was in our carriage and said he was on an errand for you. So that's the connection. Hélène, you helped Gaudet to escape. Don't try to deny it. Where else could he have got the money?
If it's any satisfaction to you, I did help him. I only hope he succeeds.
This was only the colonel's boat.
And the colonel was with us.
How fast we going?
About 8 knots. That adds up after about 18 hours.
Papers. Nothing but papers.
What's the matter, Hawkins?
I've been watching Lucien's safe ever since I started working for Madame. And what happens? But one day he leaves the safe wide open, and all I gets is this: papers and an old bank book.
400,000. 500,000. 800,000.
Why, Lucien was rich.
Yeah, and the blighter never left a penny in the safe for me.
Well, you've done better than you thought, Hawkins. Here's the evidence of where all the graft has been going on the island.
We're out of gasoline.
Hand back one of those kegs, Soupy.
This isn't gasoline. It's water.
It's water. Hand down another keg.
Well, this is water, too.
Water?
Water.
Cut it all.
This one's water, too. Water, too. Oh, all the water. That crooked supply clerk.
Wait a minute, Emil. Don't throw that water away. We may need every drop before we get through.
Off to starboard, sir.
Reverse engines.
We're stopping. What are we stopping here for? Maybe the captain's going to let us take a little dip. We need one. There's a launch out there with some men in it.
Wish I was with them. No, you don't. Those men look like they're dead. I'd just as soon be dead as on this tub. There's nothing to look forward to but a 20-year stretch where we land at Devil's Island.
Seems to be only 2 men alive.
Stand by to bring them aboard.
Does anybody know what ship we're on?
What's the difference as long as we've got food and water?
Not too much, Emil. Let me do the talking.
I see you're feeling better.
Yes, thanks to you, Captain.
Well, now maybe you can tell me who you are.
We're fishermen, blown out to sea.
Fishermen, eh? What happened to your fishing gear?
All washed overboard, in the stall.
Look at this, Monsieur de Mauvray. This man has worn chains. Marks of hot leg irons. That man has lost an eye. They're convicts.
Yes, we're convicts. But don't you think we've suffered enough? Look at our condition. Give us some fuel and some provisions and let us have another chance for liberty. Don't send us back there to be starved and tortured.
No, I won't send you back. I'll take you back. You're on the convict ship, bound for Devil's Island. Let the prison sergeant have these men searched and put in irons.
bank book on the convict Gaudet when the men were searched on the ship.
I'm glad to have this back. Might have fallen in the wrong hands.
But Gaudet still knows what's in the book. He might get the word out.
Don't worry about that. The penalty for mutiny with violence is death.
The guillotine?
Sunrise.
Yes, Colonel.
Colette, run along to bed now. And if Papa asks where I am, tell him I've gone to visit the wife of one of the guards. She's ill.
Yes, Mama.
Good night. Is anybody there? Hello, is anybody there?
Madame Lucien.
I want you to take me to the mainland.
But, Madame, it's late and it will cost...
I don't care what it costs. I must reach the governor tonight.
Tonight?
We've got to be back by sunrise. Can you do it?
It's a long way, Madame. But I'll try. Jean!
Don't see how you learn the facts. Here am I, only a few miles away, and I never suspected anything irregular at all.
I found out from the attorney who defended Dr. Gaudet. What I learned from him determined me to visit the penal colonies and see for myself. On the ship, I heard from Gaudet's own lips about the conditions on Devil's Island.
You talked to Dr. Gaudet?
Without revealing my identity. I want my visit to Lucien tomorrow to be a complete surprise.
Your Excellency, Madame Lucien is here.
Madame.
Your Excellency, I must speak to you. It's about Dr. Gaudet. Armand sending him to the guillotine.
Colonel Lucien ordered this?
Yes. You must save him.
This gentleman has more to say about that than I have. Madame Lucien, this is the newly appointed Minister of Colonies.
Minister of Colonies? Oh, monsieur, you will do something. It's murder, deliberate murder.
What time is the execution?
At sunrise.
Is there a boat ready?
Yes, I have one waiting. Please hurry.
Brother, suffer, you're escaping, cause an open grave is gaping, waiting for you under the bamboo. When your weary head is laid down, guillotine will drop her blade down, then they'll place you under the bamboo. But before this life forsakes you, thank the gory knife that takes you to your freedom under the bamboo.
It's necessary for me to remind you, men, the law specifically provides the death penalty for prisoners who use violence in an attempt to escape. Now you'll have another reminder. I hope you profit by it.
Prisoners kneel.
Colonel Lucien, this is not an execution. It's murder.
Silence!
You're killing me to cover up the evidence of your crime. Hail!
Proceed. them covered and shoot the first man who moves.
Colonel Lucien, release that man.
Your Excellency, that's impossible. This man's been convicted of violence in an attempted escape.
Release him.
Who are you to give orders?
Minister of Colonies.
Bring Dr. Gaudet to me. Take those men out of their chains.
Monsieur, these men are dangerous criminals.
I'll decide that. Colonel Lucien, you're under arrest.
On what charge?
Misconduct in office. The more severe charges when I've completed my investigation. Captain, take him to his quarters. Dr. Gaudet, your case has been reviewed. You've been recommended for a full pardon. I hereby tender you the apologies of the Republic for the injustice you've suffered.
Goodbye, Madame Lucien. I hope you'll be happier away from here.
I know I will be, if those who are left here receive fairer treatment in the future.
Thanks to you both, they shall. I'm going to do everything in my power to see that the convicts are returned. And regardless of their crimes, treated as human beings. Goodbye, Madame Lucien.
Goodbye, Monsieur de Montfort. Colette, say goodbye to the nice doctor who cured your headache for you.
Come along, darling.
Goodbye.